Yeah, I want to go over some of Cleopatra's best beauty secrets out there. And actually, on the internet, they go over a couple of them, but they don't really go over a lot of them. I was surprised. A lot of them they mention is milk and honey. Now, honey, it could be honey, from the bee's honey. It could be 4,000 years old, and it's still good. It never really goes bad. That's how powerful and antibacterial it is and antiseptic it is. It never goes bad. So when you apply it to your skin, it's actually nutritious and it's antiseptic. And actually, natural milk is very powerful too, right? And so anyway, I want to go over one thing that a lot of people don't know about, and that is copper. You could take copper supplements, or you can take this supplement, and what they do a lot of times is it's missing from a lot of ingredients. Like this is a good type. This is not expensive. This is from Puritan.com, MSM cream. It has a lot of different other products in it. MSM is actually very powerful for healing the skin too. But if you add a little bit of ground up copper, this supplement, into this powder, you're actually making it stronger. You're actually making it stronger. See, Cleopatra used to, as Queen Sheba, Queen Nefertiti, I think it is, whatever name, how you say that. They used to grind up copper into a very fine particles, very fine, and put it in a paste and put it on her skin. Copper is actually something that helps produce collagen. Now, the other thing that helps produce collagen is vitamin C. Vitamin C. Now, I'm going to tell you this. A lot of times people that are smokers, the reason they get wrinkles, it's not just because it restricts the blood vessels and everything like that, but it also damages the collagen. And the reason it damages the collagen is because I forget how many cigarettes it was, but it's so many cigarettes will actually take out the entire recommended daily allowance of vitamin C out of the body. So you'd actually have to add a lot more vitamin C to kind of counteract some of the damage that cigarette smoking does by pulling vitamin C out of the body. Believe it or not, that's a fact actually. So I mean, it's not going to like totally counteract the effects of smoking, but let me put it to you this way: it's like if you are a smoker and you're trying to reverse some skin damage, you need a lot of vitamin C. Now, when you use a lot of vitamin C, the body also needs copper and zinc. So a lot of times skin beauty is from the inside out. It's not just from the outside in. Everybody concentrates on it from the outside in. But from the outside in also works because the skin is the largest organ in the body. That's the other common sense thing behind it. Now, a lot of people know about the milk and honey from Cleopatra, but they didn't know about copper. So you could take copper and grind it up very fine, like not copper to metal, but a supplement like this. Comes in these little pills that you could swallow. You could take them internally, but you can also grind them up and put them in any of your skin creams. And it turns it a little bit of like a greenish color, but it actually will provide a little bit of that trace element right directly to the skin, where it helps to stimulate the collagen production. Now, another thing you could do, two old ancient things out there, because a lot of the stuff I see that's sold for skincare products is really expensive compared to what it should be, and the most effective things are natural, is coconut oil. Coconut oil, it's a little greasy, that's the problem, and aloe vera. Aloe vera, and you can mix these two together. It's not bad, just put a light coat on, and it's very good for the skin. Actually, it's very good for the hair too. And it stimulates a little bit of the growth, a little bit. But if you're doing this on a daily basis, it does add up and make a difference. Now, one I'm going to say that a lot of people don't realize is actually stimulant to collagen production. A lot of people don't realize that, and you'll be surprised, because some people say it's bad for you, is garlic. Garlic, believe it or not. It's highly antimicrobial. I know there's people out there that say it's bad for you and stuff. I mean, I don't know how much. The thing is, it's been around for thousands and thousands of years. I mean, they've used this in Mediterranean diets and used it in Italian diets for, I don't know how many thousands of years, right? It's really not harmful. It actually used to be something that was prescribed by the ancient doctors, garlic. But it's actually very healthful for the skin, too. It's part of the Mediterranean diet. And, a lot of people don't realize that is actually something that stimulates collagen, believe it or not. Rarely known to any. I've never seen too much information where that is said that much, but it is a fact that garlic actually helps stimulate collagen. It's one of the few things out there. Actually, you can find it. You can find it on the net, but it's not. Most people will ignore that one. Usually it's like the coconut oil now is getting popular. They're starting to know about that. I knew about this for many years. Aloe vera, that's been known a little longer too. But a lot of people get hoodwinked by, well, not hoodwinked, but you're paying a lot of money for some of these products, and I don't know what you're getting over and above nature. Because here's the rule of thumb with the skin. If you can't eat it, don't put it on your skin. So a lot of times, most of these products you see in the stores that are, they could be fairly expensive. A lot of times, the main ingredient in it is petroleum. And I don't know why the hell they're selling. Whatever. I mean, people do what they want. I'm telling you, the better way to go is all natural, all the way. Vitamin C is very helpful for collagen production. And if you take a lot of vitamin C, you wind up depleting your copper and zinc. So you got to add a little bit of that. Now, you don't want to go excessive, but to tell you the truth, I think the recommended daily allowance sometimes has been known as the, nicknamed the recommended death allowance, because it seems to be a little low on the low side. But there's a limit to how high you want to go. It seems with vitamin C, you can go quite a bit higher than the recommended daily allowance. And you'll see a lot of vitamin supplements out there that are like 8 or 10 times or more than the recommended daily allowance in vitamin C. But if they're missing copper and zinc, the vitamin C may not be doing you as much. And just remember, vitamin C is very powerful for the skin. Now, another thing out there that is very, very powerful for the skin is the simplest thing of all. Water. Drinking plenty of fluids. If you're dehydrated, your skin is going to get messed up if you're dehydrated. And it also depends on the quality of water. Now, I use a water distiller. A lot of people, sometimes people say a water distiller is no good because it takes all the minerals out and all the good stuff. But the thing is, it's pure water just as it's from nature. That's the other thing. Back when Cleopatra was around, they didn't have tap water. They had water coming from the sky, which was distilled water, because there wasn't pollution up in the air. And when it rained, the water was captured and it was in its pure form, just H2O. That is the most important thing for skin. Cleanliness and drinking plenty of water, believe it or not. The simplest thing going. But, a lot of people, ignore that because they're kind of focused in on what's the latest craze gimmick out there, and they ignore some of the most simplest things going. But you probably would want to invest in either buying bottled, I use a water distiller because, it's a pain to keep buying the bottles and running back and forth. It's a lot simpler to make your own, and I keep several gallons already pre-made that are already chilled and all that type of stuff. Now, distilled water is pure water. Now, you shouldn't use the name distilled. Actually, what it'll do is help pull out toxins from the body, because it doesn't leach out the good minerals, it leaches out the bad stuff. And actually, toxins and bad stuff in the body is what causes skin to age. Toxins, right? Correct? So by actually detoxifying, you actually are preserving skin beauty. So I just want to point out some of these most common sense tips. All of them are very cheap. Not, this thing, I don't know what this is. This is like, 300 pills probably for $5 or something. And you can take a few of them and grind them up and put them in something like this. This is actually a good product. This is from Puritan. I always get stuff from them. MSM cream. MSM is a very good supplement for the skin, even taken internally. It's a very good type of skin cream. It's not much money. It's very good to put on the skin. Other natural things like Cleopatra did was she put honey in milk, but wasn't pasteurized milk. It was natural milk with the lactic acid. But you can also use aloe vera and coconut oil. Very powerful stuff. Anyway. So, I think I should pass this information on because, it don't matter how much money you have to spend on skincare products. Actually, the best stuff is the cheapest stuff from nature. It really is. And some of the cheapest thing out there is skin cleanliness, and drinking plenty of water is probably the number one thing out there for one. And actually, if you drink the right type of water, not only will it detoxify your body, which will help your skin, it'll help improve your overall health. Because you remember, the skin is the largest organ of the body, and actually your overall health has a hell of a lot to do with how long or how well your skin's going to hold up and all this type of stuff. And if you're a smoker, you should probably take a little extra vitamin C, copper, and zinc to help combat the effects of smoking. It may help. It may help. So, and if you're somebody who likes garlic, don't worry about it, because actually this is one of the things out there that is a collagen booster. A lot of people don't know that. It's amazing. A lot of people don't know that. Garlic. It's great value garlic, but whatever. It's garlic, get the brand names, that's what the deal is. It's garlic. Garlic's good stuff, actually. Good for the skin. Good for many ailments, too. Good for many ailments. So overall health is a lot linked to skin beauty. So, and by the way, Cleopatra, actually, she wasn't Egyptian. If you realize, if you looked a little bit back in history, she was actually Greece, from Macedonia. And when she died or committed suicide after Mark Antony thought she died and he committed suicide, or I don't know what the deal was back then, and then she committed suicide, that was when Egypt became a province of Rome. So anyway, a little history on that, but she was actually a Macedonian. So anyway, the Greeks can still improve their skin and still be broke by the bankster cartel out there who's basically making the country go into debt. And if you don't have a lot of money for skincare products and stuff, actually the best stuff out there is from nature. And like I said, drink a lot of water. Water, especially good quality water. Water is number one. Water is number one.